guys, I'm Russell with Retro Auto Detail, and right now I am on the way to do the largest acquisition of a car that I've ever done. It's a really special car to me. It's a dream car of mine. It's a late friend of mine's that passed away's car, so we're selling it for their family and trying to get it to an end buyer and really find it a good home. The car is a 1994 twin turbo 6-speed Toyota Supra. This car's got around 67,000 miles if I'm not mistaken. It's been a dream car of mine. Every year I feel like they appreciate by 10 to 15%. Anyway, we are on the way to go look at that car. I may wash the car if it needs. I know I'm going to be overall wiping it down, cleaning it, doing the interior, just making it staged for photos. Again, it's a really clean car, really clean example of a Mark IV Supra. So the car itself will sell itself, detail or not. So this video is going to be pretty much a behind the scenes video of the background of, the photography aspect of it, how in depth are we going, and kind of showcase what we're willing to do for a customer in general. This is not my first time doing this for a customer. I've sold probably a handful of cars for customers. It's definitely not my main bread and butter, but it's definitely something I'm willing to do to help a customer and make a little bit of money at the same time. So at the end of the day, I don't even care about making money on this car. Given a late friend of mine's car, I just want to make sure his family doesn't get screwed out of such a high dollar car. Because anybody will go up to that Supra right now and give them $70,000 cash, and to them, would they make money? Yeah, but is that what the market would bring for that car right now? Absolutely not. So we're gonna make sure that customer gets as much money as they deserve, and make sure it goes to a good home, because that car is really badass. So this thing is crazy. I hate this blue coupler. I don't know about you. I hate blue. Like, just do a black coupler, you know what I mean? I don't know if that's just me.
It would look more
like OEM. Yeah. It is a heavy duty coupler at least. Look how clean this car is. I did not wash it or anything. Dude, I used to have this car absolutely perfect. Having any micro scratches on it just hurts me a little bit. I spent like 36 hours on this car getting this thing polished. Like 5 years ago, yeah. Look how clean this thing is. I haven't even cleaned it. This is technically it being dirty. Jake's my Larry Chen.
Gary Chen.
Gary Len.
Gary Len.
That'd be kind of funny if you made like a meme page like that.
I'm gonna make a page called Cherry Len.
I've
met him before.
Oh, have you? I gave him a sticker of the Supra once.
He was at one of the FD events when I shot for that magazine.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I got to go.
I'm in that magazine.
I got to take pictures of him posing with the winners for the magazine.
Really?
So I've actually photographed Larry Chen before.
Hell yeah.
It's hilarious.
That's cool. Dude, I'm in that Supra magazine. That honestly made my day. My Supra being in that magazine.
Yeah.
Coolest I'll ever be, probably. Until once it's done and we make a killer documentary of the build. I'll record for you right here. Jake is going over all the documentation for the car.
Oh yeah. And I found some cool stuff. So I found a dyno sheet.
Wow.
And I thought, wow, that's nice. Here it is right here. Dynograph from WinPep on a Dynojet dyno. 462 horsepower, but only on 15 pounds of boost. So probably could have made more, but still, 462 isn't bad at all. You can see that it's turbocharged because it ramps up crazy right here, and then it starts to kind of even out, plateau a little bit. But on the back of this, when I turned it over, I found the original window sticker for this car, which is a huge deal when you're trying to sell it. Having this is awesome. Someone did write on it a little bit, like the color code Renaissance Red. It came through the port of Long Beach. Very cool. It's a Supra Turbo, American Toyota. Yeah, it has all the options. Dual overhead cam, 24 valve, twin turbo EFI engine. So this proves it was an original twin turbo car, which is cool. Cruise control, tilt wheel, air conditioning, all that sort of stuff. 4-wheel ABS, which ABS in the 90s started to become kind of a big deal. 4-wheel power vented disc brakes, limited slip diff, traction control, removable sport roof, that's the target top. Aluminum alloy wheels, which we have in the garage. We got to take pictures of those as well. Power heated outer mirrors. Didn't even know this had that. It has heated mirrors. And yeah, very cool. It made a 17 city miles per gallon and 23 highway back in '94. Probably less now that it makes all this horsepower, but pretty neat. Original window sticker. Huge deal for this. Okay, also found inside this box that was in the trunk, the original tool set from Toyota. It still says Toyota. It even has Japanese writing etched in it. Pretty cool. Japanese on the back. These were still built in Japan, obviously, back in '94. In fact, the last Toyota Camry that was ever built in Japan and sent over here was mine. Not that specific one, but that generation. After that, they were built in America and got a little bit worse, in my opinion. Get the ones that were built in Japan. Or buy a shitty '67 Chevelle.
You ready to move this thing?
Yeah. Alright, now I'm gonna get back to taking pictures of this beautiful car.
Dude, it is insanely hot in there.
Really?
It is so hot.
You can roll the windows down.
Could I? It's like the dream spec, dude. Red,
We got red on black.
6-speed, big single. That's obviously holding back way more power. Oh, what a beautiful car.
Yeah, it's really hot, so don't make fun of my hairline.
No one's gonna. That's part of his bonus. Once we go famous, I'm gonna take him to Turkey. Dude, that car's side profile is insane. Dude, look at that car, dude. Like, look at the booty. Look at the wheels. Look at the mirror. Just look at that. Just. That is beautiful. This is good. I'm over here glazing a car. Dude, a '94 Supra is why I bought my '85 Celica Supra. It was like, oh, they're like related. And I was like, I love it. Because these cars are super expensive. We'll probably ask like $155,000 for this car. And then if it doesn't sell, we'll put it on auction. So we'll see. I look very dirty. I've been working really hard today. It's a Saturday. I never work on Saturdays, but this Saturday I am. At least I'm doing this, so this is really cool. We need to take them to H&M or something. Look at that. Look at that. Peak physique male.
I can hear you.
Oh, can you? I'm narrating. Got to get right here.
Get my ass.
I will now, but sure you can crop it in or crop it out later. Let's see what he sees. It'd be cool to do like that edit, like Larry Chen does, of like the clicking and then inserting the photos.
I've done that before. On your channel.
Yeah, I'm just saying it'd be really cool if you did it again. It's hot as hell in there, ain't it?
It's a little warm.
It is clean though. Like, look at that. Dude, you're not even balding that bad. You are graying though. You got a little gray hair going on. Look at that watch.
That's the face that's cracked because I still haven't fixed it.
Bro's iced. I just bent my own band.
Really?
Yeah, dented it somehow. I don't remember. Hey, shout out.
That was in the center console.
Those are like the first generation cards.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I wonder what the back is. Yeah.
Ceramic coating place. Can you hold these for me?
Thank you. I'll just throw them away.
Bringatrailer, if we end up posting it on there, which probably be last resort, they want like hundreds of photos. Every crease, crevice, sticker, stamp, everything. Wide shots, close-ups. So it's better to have more pictures than you need than not enough.
Check these out. These are the factory wheels. They're all mint condition with center caps. I wonder how old the tires are on them. I'm sure they're old. I mean, look at the discoloration in them. They're not dry rotting though. That's pretty cool. I don't see a DOT. Isn't it true that some tires don't have a DOT?
They should. Inside.
A DOT. There it is.
99.
Damn.
Well, if it's one digit, that's how you know it's from before 2000. So the first two are still going to be the week, but the last one's just going to be the year. So it could be 89, but that wouldn't make sense because the car's 94, so it's probably 99.
Wow. Well, there you go.
So
you know.
I think that's the week number.
Look at how it's built, though. Like, that's so interesting.
Yeah, usually the number is inside this little bubble.
Look at
With the
that,
two little nubbins.
That's neat. Have you seen that before?
Mm-mm.
Me either.
So yeah, this little bubble shape is usually where you find the date for your tire. But yeah, 3 digits means before the year 2000. So these are old. Not original, but old.
Oh, it's got AC. I'm not used to that.
We're inside a Supra. We're gonna go for a quick spin. Yeah, it's nice having AC that blows on you.
Such a straightable car, honestly.
Yeah, drives really smooth, pretty normal.
And shifts really well.
Yeah, the shifting looked buttery. You got the Greddy gauge up here. I'm shipping, was that a vent at one point, like this one?
Yes, it's a factory vent for that.
So it looked like a vent, now it's a Greddy gauge. And you have all the stock ones over here.
I love the fact this car has like a Greddy turbo kit. And it's such a period correct mod.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a well done car for what it is. Probably, I wouldn't say the most expensive car here, but one of the nicest for sure. Isn't that insane?
That looks very buttery, that shifting.
I have no clue where I'm going.
I would just go straight and turn around at some point, so we don't get lost. This thing's sick. Dude, the back seats look like they've never had anything in them.
That's the problem with the Mark V's, dude, is they don't even have back seats.
They look brand new. Like, even the front seats, they're creasing a little bit because they're leather, but they're like pristine still.
And they're like, what, 30-some years old now?
Yeah, the dash isn't cracked anywhere. Console is...
I love the stickers are all mint, dude. Like,
Yeah.
That is so cool.
It still has all these in the engine bay, like not even peeling. It's just super mint.
This thing does get down though, like I will say, this thing moves. So that's what's kind of weird about it, is it's such a crazy comfortable car, but man.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit here.
I hear the blow-off valve. That's also aftermarket. This thing is still mint, and then it's 57,000 and some change on the mileage. So not a whole lot for a car that's 32 years old.
What a cool car. Even on the inside sounds cool. I'm kind of scared to drive it because how nice it is. There's a Carrera behind me. There's like eyeballing the Supra. It's kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
Not my car though. Sorry, bud.
He probably thinks it's cool though.
Oh, he definitely does. He doesn't know it's not my car, so he thinks I'm cool.
Exactly. Exactly.
I think I'm gonna roll these windows down, brother. See, that's what a good running KZ should feel like and sound like.
Yeah.
And that really wasn't even fast. That was just a 60.
It felt fast.
It did feel
It's
fast.
because of the turbo lag.
Yeah. It was like, whoa!
It's like a little bit of nothing and a shit ton of horsepower all at the same time.
Horses trying to catch up because of traffic. It's so funny, dude.
This thing is sick nasty, as the kids say. I don't know if the kids say
Are we
that.
kids anymore?
No.
This makes me feel like a kid, I can tell you that.
We're kind of old now.
Is that a Supra? Dude, I want one of these so bad.
And I'm pretty sure it has coilovers, right?
Yeah.
They're not clunking. The ride's actually really good still.
I think they're really expensive coilovers.
They feel like it because I could tell if they're cheap ones because I had cheap ones on my Accord and they felt like shit. Ooh, look at that truck. He liked the Supra. He honked at us.
Oh, bottle.
But see, that really expensive coilover just soaked it up.
Ugh. well, I'm glad I can bring you guys along for the ride. Hopefully, we sell this car for what this customer wants.
Yeah.
We're asking a whole lot, but it's worth it.
We're gonna back it in now and call it a day.
And if you like our content, make sure you check out our 3-part video series reviving a 1950 Ford Deluxe that had been sitting in a barn for the last 25 years. That project took a lot of time and a lot of effort, but the end result was absolutely worth it. So if you haven't watched that already, make sure to go check it out. And if you made it this far into the video, thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.